the second batch of chicken broth. This is 8 carcasses. And then when I pull all the meat off the bones, I'm gonna turn them into chicken nuggets and chicken burgers. Here's the finished product. I have the broth all strained, just letting it cool before sticking it in the fridge so the fat can harden, then I can scrape off. Here's the chicken that I peeled off the bones. Here are the ingredients to make the chicken nuggets and chicken burgers. 12 cups of chicken, 40 ounces of mozzarella cheese, half a cup of turkey broth, which I made homemade and freeze-dried, 200 grams of Parmesan cheese, 8 ounces of feta cheese. I'll be using 2 bags of pork rinds and 8 eggs. So I'm going to start mixing everything except for the egg. So I give it a little taste, make sure it has enough turkey broth in it, maybe a little bit more salt. But let's get mixing. So I'm going to add the broth in first, sprinkle it in, and give that a quick mix. Might even try to shape it out into chicken fingers too, see how it tastes. And I made the broth by boiling it down. It takes a lot of the flavor out of the meat, so that's why I'm adding the broth. But I'm not going to add any more broth until I put the cheese in, because the feta and the Parmesan is pretty salty as it is, so I don't want to have it too salty. Now put in the feta next. Kind of doing one thing at a time because then it all kind of get mixed together evenly. I made this a couple times now, and just because I haven't been making too much soup because I'm trying to do this carnivore, so I just pressure can the chicken broth and I take it to work and drink it like coffee. And then I can make stuff like this, and this will feel like a treat when I want a chicken nugget or chicken burger, because I make the egg white buns. So I can put the chicken burger on top of that. Add the container of Parmesan. The nice thing is, the way I do it, I make the little nuggets and chicken burgers, and then I freeze them, and then I just take it out and throw it right in the oven on parchment paper, and they turn out real good. I'll show you a picture of all the meat I got off 15 chickens. Not overly salty yet. I put the pork rinds in. I dumped the other bag into it. Still gotta break a few up. This is what gives it a little bit of a crunch. So I'm always trying to think of ways to prepare myself for this diet. Takes about 15 minutes and they're cooked in the oven. Should have went with a bigger bowl. Let me know if anybody's ever tried something like this. I know they use the canned chicken and stuff like that, or leftover chicken cut up. But have anybody tried using the chicken off the carcasses? Add the cheese. So I moved it to a bigger bowl. So it's running out of room. So it's all mixed well. Now I'm gonna add the egg. I added another half a cup of chicken broth powder. Just add more flavor. Like I said, I made that broth a while back, and it was freeze-dried into powder. Doing some experimenting. So it works good for doing stuff like this. When I do these recipes, a lot of the time I just get ideas and that, and then I'll just throw it together. But I might actually throw a couple more eggs. It'll help hold it together a little bit better. But I'm not even gonna worry about mixing them. I'm just gonna crack them, put them in. About 3. I think when you're doing these diets, like I started off with the keto, with the odd green veggie and blueberry or strawberry or raspberry, maybe spinach or whatever. A lot of people can't do these diets because they get bored with them, but I like to cook, so I come up with different ideas just because I don't like being bored. I like a variety, so I'll try to make like the chicken nugget cheats. Makes me feel like a treat. I made the chicken splaki on a pita, which was made out of egg whites. I made the pita, so I don't feel like I'm missing out. I make the egg white buns, and I can have like a bacon cheeseburger, or a burger, or whatever. So it feels like I'm enjoying food. I'll bring buns with me and I go away. So this is nice and sticky now. So here's my 2 molds. This is my bun tray mold, and an ice cube tray. Put a little bit of oil in it just so they don't stick. So I'll do a couple burgers first. Just pack them in there real good. There's that. And I'll just pack them in here. The chicken nuggets. So now that I have them in the ice cube tray, what I'll do is I'll just plop them in. Same thing with the burgers. And with the nuggets is all I do. Press them down. Get them all done, I'll show you. So I pre-froze the chicken nuggets, chicken burgers, and chicken fingers. And what I have here is 17 chicken burgers right here, 33 nuggets, and 8 chicken fingers. That's the first time I made chicken fingers out of it. And how I measured it, it might be a little bit off, but I used that ice cube tray. So each spot was 1 chicken nugget. And then I measured out about 4 nuggets, and that's what the burgers are, roughly about 4 nuggets, and the chicken fingers are about 2 nuggets. So figuring out the carbs in it, up to 20 for keto. I believe it's 10 for Carnivore. So if you made your egg white hamburger buns and had a chicken burger, that'd be roughly 5.2 carbs. If you wanted 4 chicken nuggets, it's 5.2 carbs, and they're pretty big size, so you can have them and maybe a chunk of steak. You have something that's with it, because 4 nuggets probably won't be enough. Maybe a slab of butter. Chicken fingers, if you had 3, it would be 7.8 carbs. So I was thinking 2 wouldn't be enough. if you went that way. Goes along with the Carnivore keto diet, and I wouldn't eat it every day, but if you feel like a little treat, give it a try. And this is from 8 chickens that I've butchered, and that's just from the carcass meat. This is just because I wasn't making soup. And you can also use it to make your pizza crust. You almost use the exact same mixture, maybe add a little bit more egg, and then you turn into a pizza crust. There's 3 different cheeses in here. 2 of them are 0 carbs, and the mozzarella has carbs, unfortunately. I have to research, see if there's any better types of cheese I can buy for this. Maybe if I went with a hard cheese. Cheddar might be less carbs, off the look. Next time I make chicken nuggets or chicken burgers or pizza crust, I'll be using this cheese, found in the States. Koby Jack has 0 carbs. So by using this Koby Jack, these 0 carbs, other than from the eggs, which is 5.5 carbs for all of these chicken nuggets and chicken burgers. I think you should try this if you have a farm, homestead, or whatever, and you're butchering all your chickens. And if you're on carnivore and you don't want to eat all them vegetables in your soup, try making nuggets. Or you can make a pizza crust with the exact same mixture. Add an extra egg. So I'm going to cook up a few right now and show you how they look. So I have all the nuggets, fingers, and burgers vacuum sealed. I'm going to throw them into the freezer, but this should last me a while. I just didn't want it to get freezer burnt. This is what the chicken burger and chicken nugget looks like. Looks like breading, but all that is the cheese. I made the egg white bun. That's 3 egg whites. And I put a little bit of Celtic salt on top. But I'm gonna try this chicken nugget with just a chunk of butter, because there's gonna be hardly no fat in it. To put on top of it. Sorry about the noise. My wife bought our cat a new toy, a bird. So I'm gonna try the nugget. But this Louisiana hot sauce, I know you're not supposed to have it on carnivore, but you can probably have it on keto or ketovore. It's 0 carbs, so it just gives it some good flavor on top. But I'm gonna have it with a chunk of butter on it to get some fat. And then you heard that crunch, it's pretty good. And then I'm gonna have this tonight for lunch at work. And look how good the buns look. So, even if you're going out of town, you make a few of these, bring them with you. You stop off at McDonald's, take the burger, throw it on these. And I have it once in a while, like mostly I've been carnivore lately, but I will have the odd keto meal, and that'd be like a cheat. I'll be putting this mayonnaise on the chicken burger. 0 carbs in this. So to me, I think that's good. I'll be having that tonight. Doesn't that look good? Thanks for watching. See you next video.